Mr. Transformers 96 here with another Comic-Con 2020 reveal. Obviously, it's kind of more of a digital Comic-Con that's being hosted by Sideshow, but there's a lot of toy companies showing figures at their kind of little convention booth that they've set up. One of the studios showing items is Iron Studios. I've been quite excited to see some of their products. Iron Studios is a really great statue company, in my opinion. I think that they are tremendous when it comes with their poses. Their design for statue is great. I think that they're probably the best on the market for right now. Just as far as the designs, what they do with the characters that they have, in my opinion. I think that there's not a single statue that they do that is boring or doesn't do the character justice. They always have really great designs. So I've been collecting very lightly Iron Studios just because I don't collect a whole lot of statues, but every now and then they show a product that I really love. So they showed a couple new products. The two that really caught my eye are these, one Marvel, one DC. Starting with the DC here one, we have Killer Croc. This is a nice design Killer Croc. I like the sewer-based setup. I think it looks really good. You've got the skeleton right there on the sewer, and you've got the ooze coming down. It looks really nice. Like, as far as the actual kind of display portion of it, wonderful. I really like the base design. Then Killer Croc himself. I like this design for Killer Croc. Actually, Sideshow made a statue of this version of Killer Croc right recently, and I really wanted it. I really loved it. So this is a more affordable option because it's obviously smaller, so it's a little more interesting in my opinion. Since Sideshow usually does 1:4 scale, this studio, Iron Studios, although they do have a 1:4 scale line, typically they do 1:10 is their normal scale, which I like because they're nice sized, but at the same time they're not so big that they're very expensive. I like the design of him, how he's crouching on top of the sewer there. He's got one leg up on a pile of bricks and the other leg down more towards the sewer piece. He's got a nice twist in his body, looking far off to the side. I'm about to strike, and it looks like, it's hard to tell what he has in his hand, but it looks like it's a piece of metal. It might even be cloth. It might be like his shirt that he ripped off. I don't know. One thing that's a shame about kind of what they're doing is that they're filming it themselves, and they're not taking pictures, it looks like. They take a few like official images and send them out, but not of many products. So really the pictures that we have right now, the only pictures that we have, are just the screenshots from the videos that they're taking. So the quality isn't great, which sucks. Hopefully we'll get some good shots of these coming up though. But overall, that Killer Croc looks awesome. Love the base. Next up is Blob. Blob is my favorite X-Men character. I really like his design. I think he's very cool. And when they were doing all the X-Men figures, all the X-Men statues, because they were doing a ton, I was really excited I was hoping for Blob, and I was also hoping for Toad. No word on Toad yet, but we have an image of Blob here, and they didn't disappoint. I think he looks great. Face sculpt wise, I think that they nailed the face sculpt, the expression, looking awesome. He really looks very intense. His pose is cool too. He's like taking a big leap forward, and he's about to swing the kind of X Mansion logo like at a it's obviously depending on who you have posed in front of him, but the kind of whole display that they're doing is the X-Men versus the Sentinels, so presumably he's about to throw it at a Sentinel. So overall, I love the design of this thing. I think it looks really cool. It'll be interesting to see just how big he is, get the dimensions for him, considering he is, posed with, there's other statues behind him, but they're on different levels, so it's really hard to tell exactly how big he is, but he looks massive, and I love his design, his pose. I think it looks awesome, so that's one that I'll definitely be looking out for. I want to see the price to see if that's worth it. The issue is I don't plan on buying a whole bunch of the comic X-Men statues. I might not buy any, to be honest. So if I do buy Blob, he kind of just be by himself, which is a little disappointing. I guess if they did Toad, and then, if they did Toad, I might be tempted to get like Blob, Toad, and Pyro or something. That would be like a really nice set. Those are like great brotherhood of evil mutant villains, in my opinion, so those would look really cool together. So we'll have to see. Toad would probably be a little cheaper, on the cheaper side, because he's so tiny, so he'll kind of balance out the more expensive for Blob. Nonetheless, though, I think that these statues look awesome. Looking forward to seeing if Iron Studios shows anything else, and I'm really looking forward to getting some of the actual shots of these, like the professional photos, to really get a good look at the details, because obviously the quality that we're going off of right now isn't the best. So let me know what you guys think of these new Iron Studio statues, the two that I'm really interested in, DC's Killer Croc and Marvel's The Blob. And thanks so much for watching.